Hello everyone, Carson here, and in this video, I'm gonna be solving Wordle number 1251 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for November 21st, 2024. So let's get this video started with Wordle number 1251. I'm gonna start with the word draft. Alright, unfortunately, I was not that lucky on testing some less commonly used consonants, such as D and F, um, but also R, A, and T are not in this word either, so let's guess another word with 5 new letters. Um, I feel like spine is a good option. Or I can try something like clone or close. Let's try close. Okay, got the E green and S yellow. So S goes somewhere else. It literally might be spine. Let's guess that. Why didn't I just try that on my second guess? Man, my instinct was spot on. Well, I just don't know why I didn't try spine on my second try. Spine was actually the first word that came to my mind. Spine was literally the first word which came to my mind. Um, but I just guessed close because I feel like C and L are more common than P and N. I don't know. That's just my opinion or my thoughts. Um, doesn't have to be true, and yet you really can't really tell a Wordle answer because 50-50 or it could literally be any word. So I had no way of knowing what the answer was, but I guessed it. But I could have got it in 2 tries, but at the end, still got it in three. Still a very good performance, so I'll take it. And I'm offline. What? um. Okay. Anyway, got today's Wordle answer in 3 tries. The answer is spine. So I'm just gonna ignore that for now. Hopefully the progress is saved. I'm just gonna check that on my phone right now. If that's saved, then I'm good to go. Um, is the internet down or something? The internet might be down. Um, that's strange. Hold on, give me a moment. Um, okay, it's good. It's saved. Alright, so today's Wordle answer is spine. I got it in 3 tries. This is Wordle number 1251. After I'm done with this, let's move on to New York Times Sudoku. Again, today is November 21st, 2024. Let's start the hard difficulty Sudoku for today. Alright, what have we got? I see that these 5s points left, and this cell sees another 5. So in block 1, the digit 5 is forced into this cell. These 5s points right, and this cell sees another 5. We also have these 5s pointing down, and this cell sees another 5. Now these 3s force the digit 3 into this cell in block 1, and this 3 points left, and this 3 points down. So in block 8, the digit 3 is forced into column 4, and then these 3s force the digit 3 into one of these 2 cells in block 5. These 7s points up. This 2 points down, and this 2 points right. So in block 6, the digit 2 is forced into row 6, and then these 2s force the digit 2 into one of these 2 cells in block 5. This 2 points up, and this 2 points left. So in block 2, the digit 2 is forced into row 2. Yeah, you heard it right. In block 2, the digit 2 is forced into row 2, and then these 2's points left, and this cell sees another 2. You might have noticed the 2-5 pair in these 2 cells. So as you can see in block 6, the digits 2 and 5 are missing, and these 2's and 5's force both 2 and 5 into one of the 2 same cells in block 6. So in order to fit both 2 and 5 into block 6, I have to make these 2 cells reserved for 2 and 5, because both of these 2 digits can only go into these 2 cells. So this 2-5 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells, because once again, they're reserved for 2 and 5. I don't see an immediate effect, but once there is a certain digit that I can uh, mark down more specifically, I'll get back to it, but just know that this 2-5 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells, because only 2 and 5 can go into these two cells. These sixes force the digit 6 into this cell in block 4, and now this 2-5 pair comes in handy. Because these sixes point right, and 6 cannot go into the 2-5 pair. So in block 6, the digit 6 is forced into this cell. The 6 points up, and the 6 points right. So in block 2, the digit 6 is forced into row 2, and then these 6s point right, where this cell sees another 6. And these two cells indeed form a 2-6 pair. As you can see in block 2, the digits 2 and 6 are missing, and these 2s and 6s force both 2 and 6 into one of these two same cells. In order to fit both 2 and 6 into block 2, I have to make these two cells reserved for 2 and 6, because both of these two digits can only go into these two cells. So this 2-6 pair eliminates all other digits from these two cells, because once again, they are reserved for 2 and 6. Now, this one points left and 1 cannot go into the 2-6 pair. So in block 2, the digit 1 is forced into column 5, and then all of these ones force the digit 1 into this cell in a block 5. These ones point down, and this cell sees another 1. Alright, in row 1, the missing digits are 7, 8, and 9. This cell sees a 7. So in row 1, the digit 7 is forced into one of these two cells. And because 7 is guaranteed into one of these two cells in row 1, no other open cell in block 2 can contain a 7. That means these open cells cannot be 7, because 7 is guaranteed into one of these two cells for row 1. So because 7s are here, the other open cells in block 2 cannot contain a 7. Oh, sorry, this cell sees a 9. So the digit 9 in block 2 is forced into column 5, because once again, 9 cannot go into the 2-6 pair. So 9's here, and this 9 points down. So force the digit 9 into one of these two cells in block 6. Or you could have just looked at column 6 and said that 9 is a missing digit, so I have to put it somewhere. This cell cannot be 9 because of the 2-6 pair, and these two cells see 9. So in column 6, the digit 9 is forced into one of these two cells. Same thing. But, well, I guess I can still mark 1, 8, and 9 in these two cells. Okay, this 4 points left. To force the digit 4 into column 1 in block 4, this 4 points left and this 4 points down. So in block 5, the digit 4 is forced into column 5. Okay, this 4 points up and this 4 points right. So in block 3, the digit 4 is forced into row 3, and then 4's here points left, with 4's here pointing up. I can force the digit 4 into one of these two cells in block 1. Okay, this 3 points down. So force the digit 3 into row 5 in block 4. Okay, now, this cell cannot contain a 3 because it sees 3 from block 4. Remember, because of this 3, the digit 3 in block 4 is forced into row 5. So no other open cell in row 5 can contain a 3, which means I can eliminate 3 from this cell. Then I'll be able to force the digit 3 into this cell in block 6, which makes this a 4 and 3, because these two cells do form a 3-4 pair. I just didn't mention it. this cell cannot contain 3 and 4, and we've also got these 3s and 4s, forcing both 3 and 4 into these two cells only. So these two cells would have to be reserved for 3 and 4, because both of these two digits can only go into these two cells. So no other digit can go into this 3-4 pair. And now that this cell sees a 3, I can immediately make this 4 and 3 to resolve this pair. And then the other missing digits of block 5 are 2, 7, and 8, where this cell sees 2 and 7. This cell, of course, it sees 7, and it also sees 2 from this 2, 5 pair. So it must be an 8, making the other two cells a 2, 7 pair. Alright, so this 7 and 7's here points right, and this cell sees another 7. So in block 6, the digit 7 is forced into this cell, and then these 7's point up to force the digit 7 into this cell in block 3. Which makes this a 4, because as you can see from the markings, 7 removed one of the two possibilities for 4, so I can immediately force 4 into this cell. Double check by spotting these 4's, which does make this cell a 4, followed by the 6, because 4 removed one of the two possibilities for 6. You can double check it by these 6's pointing right. So 6 ends up in this cell, leaving an 8-9 pair in block 3. Okay, now these 6's point down, and this cell sees another 6. So in block 9, the digit 6 is forced into this cell, and then these 6's force the digit 6 into this cell in block 8, which makes this 2 and 6 to resolve this pair. Now, 6 removed one of the two possibilities for 3, so I can immediately make this cell a 3. Double checking it by looking at these 3's, I can force 3 into this cell, and then these 3's point left, and this cell sees another 3. Okay, this 2-5 pair makes the other two open cells in block 6 an 8-9 pair. Let's mark that down, 8-9. And there is an 8-9 pair in column 7, which makes the other two cells a 2-5 pair. Alright, in column 6, 2, 7, and 9 are the missing digits, where these two cells see this 2. So in column 6, the digit 2 is forced into this cell, which leaves a 7-9 pair in this column, but actually this cell also sees 7. So I can make this 9 and 7 to complete this column. Block 5 finishes with a 7, and making this cell an 8, this a 9, and this a 7 to complete this row. Oh, sorry, this a 4. This cell is an 8 to complete block 3. This cell is a 4 to complete this column, which makes this 8. We have a 1-9 pair remaining in block 2. 3, 8, and 9 are the missing digits of row 5. Okay, this cell is a 4 because of these 4's pointing left. But the actual way I place this 4 is because of row 6. 2, 5 pair makes this a 4 because this cell cannot contain 2 and 5. So 4 is the only other missing digits of this row. Now this cell is 8 or 9 only for this row. In column 8, 2, 5, and 9 are the missing digits, where these two cells see another 9. So in column 8, the digit 9 is forced into this cell, and then these 9's point left. This cell is a 2, 5 pair for this column, but this cell sees a 5, so I can make this 2 and 5 to complete this column, 2 and 5 like this because of the pairs. This cell is an 8 to complete this column, which makes this 9. This 9 points left, making this cell a 9. In column 9, 1, 4, and 8 are the missing digits, where this cell sees 4 and 8. So this cell must be a 1, leaving behind a 4, 8 pair. Now, this cell sees a 5. Then all of these 5's force the digit 5 into this cell in block 7, which makes this a 3. Double check it by looking at these 3's, which does indeed put a 3 into this cell. In row 8, 4 and 8 are the missing digits, but this cell sees a 4, so I can make this 8 and the other one a 4, this an 8. Row 7 is missing 2 and 9, this cell sees a 2, so I can place the 9 and 2 this way. And then in row 9, 1 and 4 are the missing digits, but this cell sees a 4, so I can place 1 and 4 this way. This, 4 is eliminated from this cell. I can force the digit 4 into this cell in block 1. This cell now sees a 3, so I can make this 8 and 3 to complete row 5. This is a 9 to complete this column, which makes this 1 and 9. 1 and 8, and the Sudoku puzzle is complete. Alright, so I finished today's New York Times Hard Sudoku in 12 minutes and 22 seconds. So I would say the Sudoku puzzle, well, to me, is mostly straightforward. I feel like just pairs or triples. Not even many triples, mainly pairs. So I'll go over the key spots as a quick summary. So I would say the 2-5 pair in block 6, the 2-6 pair in block 2, and what else? Yeah, it was mainly these pairs. The 2-5 pair in block 6, which helped place the 6, and the 2-6 pair in block 2, which helped with the placement of 7 and 1 in block 2 because they lined up. So yeah. The 3-4 pair I spotted later in block 5 was also quite useful as soon as another 3 or 4 affected it. So yeah, the 3-4 pair in block 5 as well. What else? See, I really don't recall any tricky spots because I spotted all the necessary pairs quite rapidly. So yeah, I don't recall any tricky spots. I feel like the key spots were just the pairs and triples, like usual. So again, the 2-5 pair in block 6, the 2-6 pair in block 2, and the 3-4 pair in block 5. So I feel like these were the key spots. If you have any other questions or difficulties, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'll be glad to reply you, and hopefully this video helped. Alright, today is November 21st, 2024. I'm gonna end this video here, and don't worry, because my Wordle progress is saved. Let me double check again. Yes, Wordle is saved for today, so no need to worry about the offline thing. The result was saved, so yeah. In this video, I've solved Wordle number 1251 and New York Times Hard Sudoku for today, November 21st, 2024. I'll see you all next time. Bye!